Alright guys, so today I'm going to be showing you how to create some really good AI B-roll for any VSLs, any ads that you're trying to create for your e-commerce business, because if you don't know, AI is getting pretty good now, especially with VO3, and you can actually create some really solid B-roll. So I'm going to show you guys some stuff that I've built, some stuff that I've learned, and hopefully help you guys create some better ads in even faster and with better prompts. So yeah, let's get into it. So if we start off by going into Gemini, this is a way you can access VO3, and we click on video to generate video with VO3. Say we were selling like a supplement, for example, or like a weight loss supplement, and you wanted to generate some B-roll of someone running, right? Or like a fat woman trying to lose weight running. You might prompt it something like this. So generate a video of an overweight woman running to lose weight. That might be your prompt for the B-roll, okay? So then you send that prompt, and as you'll see in a moment, it's not going to generate the best thing ever. So the thing with AI is it's very, very good if you prompt it correctly. So what you get in is basically what you get out. If you put in shit, you get out shit. So this is not a good prompt. There's no detail on the character, there's no detail on the scene. You know, you're leaving a lot of it up to chance, and it's generally just not going to have a good output. And unfortunately, prompting well takes a lot of time, and it's quite a lot of effort. So normally, you can actually use large language models to prompt things like this before you actually send it. So this is going to take even more time. So ain't no one got time for that. So I built this, which is in N8N. And this is like an AI agent that basically assists you with making the prompts for VO3. And it's integrated into my Discord now. So I can go in my Discord and I can just type something like this. I can just go, so
a video of an overweight woman running.
And now in a second, it is going to reply to me with a template. So there we go, it's already finished. And this is a template on an extremely good way of prompting VO, basically. So as you can see, it's got these variables at the top, and these basically correspond to specific variables that it will take into account when generating the prompt. And this is a preferred way that VO likes to be prompted. So as you can see, shot type, wide shot, subject, woman, subject details, overweight, athletic wear, determined expression, outdoor trail. So this again, this is now way more specific, and it's going to output a much better result, but it's still not going to be as good as it could be. So let's make it more specific. For the sake of the B-roll, let's say that I wanted it on on a racetrack. So now what I can do is I just click respond.
I can say make it on a racetrack, an indoor racetrack. Make the woman sweating, panting, and I don't know what else. Make the mood very determined and dark. And like she's really struggling.
I can submit that now. And now it's going to regenerate this with my changes. So it's done already. So now we've got things like mood and energy, wide shot, woman, overweight, athletic wear, determined expression, indoor racetrack, dim lighting, track lanes, minimal audience, gritty, determined, struggling, running, struggling. Okay, let's make it even better. Let's
say, actually I went outside. I want rain pouring down and her really and almost desperation in the air, like super dark, making it seem like running is very difficult.
Okay, what have we got now? There we go. This is now good. So once I'm happy with the variables that it's chosen, I can then click respond again, and I'm just going to type proceed. And now it's going to generate an extremely powerful prompt. So this is now a massive paragraph based off these variables. So if we have a little read.
A wide shot captures an overweight woman in athletic wear, her face sweaty and panting with desperate expression. She runs with visible struggle in an outdoor racetrack. Rain pours relentlessly down, soaking the wet track beneath her feet, where dark stormy sky looms overhead, casting a somber and intense atmosphere. The scene feels heavy with determination and raw emotion, emphasizing how difficult and grueling I run in the harsh weather in one continuous shot. So this is pretty good.
You've got the emotions of the scene, you've got more description of the character, and just a whole lot more emotion in that B-roll. And when you're generating videos for like a VSL, for example, it's really important that you sort of communicate that emotion in your messaging, because ultimately people are going to make a decision to buy based off their emotions. And when you're selling a product like this as well, maybe this scene was about sort of dispositioning the idea of running as a way of losing weight. You're trying to like make it seem really difficult. By putting these emotions into the B-roll, you're actually going to make more money. So it's important that you're prompting VO3 and you're prompting your B-roll to make it very emotional and communicating the messaging that you want. And if you just use prompts like I have here, you're not really actually communicating that emotion. Like this is the video that I came up with. It's okay, but it's not actually communicating those emotions. So now let's look at the prompts that my system built and we'll see a comparison. There's just so much more. This is gonna communicate with that audience, like just on a deeper level, because they might have been in a situation where they've tried running in the rain and it's just not gone well. And it's just like, do you see how this will communicate to the audience a lot better? And imagine you had a whole VSL made out of B-roll like this, where you've got the emotion throughout. All right, so I'm gonna show you another example of how this actually can really help with your prompting. So say for example, you want to do an overweight woman struggling to do push-ups. This is a terrible prompt off the bat. So it's gonna leave up so much to chance. You don't know where they're doing push-ups, you don't know what the mood is, none of that. So this is definitely not a prompt that you'd want to use at all. And then I'm going to show you guys how the system actually walked us through improving that prompt and making it better. So first of all, this was the first shot. It gives medium shot of a woman overweight, athletic, determined expression at the gym with exercise mats, gritty, determined, struggling, doing push-ups, visibly struggling. Okay, that's at the gym. Say if you wanted it to be a home workout. I then responded and told her that I wanted to do it at home. So then we made it at home. And I also told it to emphasize the mood of desperation and like pain. Then we've got it being painful, desperation, living room, minimal furniture. Then told her to close up and focus on like the woman's expressions as she's doing the push-ups. So then we got this prompt, and then I just refine and then generate the final one here. And if you have a look in Gemini, this is what it came up with. And guys, this is the most diabolical video ever. Listen to the sound effects of this bad boy. Nah, just lovely. But yeah, can you see like the mood of this is just so much better. Anyways, I'm gonna now show you guys how you can actually get these into the 9:16 format that you're gonna need for your VSL, because obviously 16:9 is good, but it's not really helpful if you're trying to make a portrait like ad for Meta, for example. So there's a few ways of doing this. I normally, because I'm broke, just use Premiere. So I'll just literally go in Premiere and get one video, put it on the bottom. I'll show you how to do it if you're really new to Premiere, I guess. So you drag the video in, and then you're just gonna zoom in a little bit, to like where you want, copy it, and then just literally put on this template, which like zooms out a little bit. Such a nasty sound effect. So that's like what I would do, but that's just because I'm a little brokey. If you have money, then you can do this instead, which is way better. You come on here, you can actually go to a website called Runway ML. This is what it looks like. And you're gonna go to video aspect ratio converter. Okay, I think we're in it now. So yeah, you go in the video aspect ratio converter and you can literally change it to 9:16. You can change it to the model that you want, and then you can upload a video and you can like literally crop it to whatever size you want, and it will zoom out the footage, which is just so sick. So you can like bring in the 16:9 video and you can change it to whatever aspect ratio you want, and it will like zoom out the video and generate new stuff around it to make it better, which is really cool, but you do have to pay for it. I think it's $15 a month. You can also like edit the scene as well, which is pretty cool. But if you've done a good prompt in VO, you shouldn't need to do that anyway. So yeah, this is more of like a post-processing software rather than VO3, which is for actually generating the content, for example. But yeah, guys, also, if you guys want a guide on character consistency and how you can actually keep the same character throughout all your B-roll, I can help you with that as well. So like, for example, you've got a similar woman between these two clips, and I can show you guys how you can actually do that. So if you're making one story and you want it to be like more congruent, so in your VSL, maybe there's like a journey of someone going from their pain point to their dream state, and you're like using messaging to take them on that journey, using your product as like the vehicle to do so. If you use the same character throughout that VSL, then that's going to also increase like the psychological trigger of them thinking that they can achieve this using your product, and ultimately mean higher click-through rate, more conversions, basically. But yeah, this just makes prompting so much easier. It means you can't fuck up because you're literally just using a Discord bot that does it all for you. Like, I literally just put this, and we've ended up with a very, very good prompt, which looks like this. You know, it's not even close. So yeah, if you guys want to learn how to do this and you want my N8N template, etc., join my Discord, and I'm going to teach you guys how you can actually make this for yourself. But yeah, if you guys want that character consistency guide as well, let me know, and I can drop a template that I use for that too. I hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you got something out of it. And remember, what you put in is what you get out. So if you put in shit, you get out shit. Remember that, it's very important. All right, boys, see ya.